Howdy folks, and welcome back to Subnautica, where our fearless adventurer is currently attempting to recover from his latest disaster. In our last episode, managed to drain the power cells on HMS Tog2 and leave it stranded at a depth of between 300 and 400 meters while trying to make it back to base. So now I have to swim back, all on my lonesome. Before we go any further, however, there's something I'd like to show you. This is Jingles Subnautica Bingo, sent in by, I'll have a stab at pronouncing your name, Ninajim, Ison? We're just going to call you Nina. I'm not going to call you Dave. Anyway, thank you very much for sending this in. This works kind of like Buzzword Bingo, which is a popular game at executive board meetings for business executives of all ages. The way it works is you have your little bingo card under the table, and every time some fatuous idiot uses a management speak buzzword like thinking out of the box, you tick it off on your bingo card. Subnautica Bingo works in pretty much exactly the same way, except I thought I'd combine it with a bit of a drinking game. So here's how it's going to work. You get your favourite drink of choice, you have your Mighty Jingles Subnautica Bingo card ready, and you start watching one of my Subnautica videos. Now let's say, for example, looking at the third line down, if during the course of that video I get warped out of a sea moth, accidentally find a leviathan, somebody in the comments says it's that bloody drowning simulator again, spend an hour or more searching for any particular rock or mineral, get very worried or scared, you have completed a line, at which point you have to take a drink. If you manage to get a full house by ticking off every single box on the card, and let's face it, looking at the options available here, I think the odds are in your favour, and then you have to drink the whole bottle. So let me know how your liver's doing by the end of this video. And Nina, once again, thank you for sending this in. Anyway, we've made it back to Fort Jingles, and things aren't quite as bad as I thought they were at the end of the last episode, because I did at least remember to strip the dead power cells from HMS Tog2 and bring them back with me. So what we're going to have to do is recharge all of these power cells, then swim all the way back to HMS Tog2, plug them in, and then get back down to the cove tree where I'd made a start on building a thermal power recharge station. And then from there, take the Cyclops down into the lava zone where hopefully I'm going to find some kyanite. Wait, Boo, what are you doing out your cage? Is it belly rub time already? Hang on, is he supposed to be able to do that? Why is he... How is he even doing that? He's a fish. Oh, I don't ask questions, I just work here. Anyway, sometime later, I've just recharged my last power cell. I now have 6, 12, 14 power cells. Cyclops uses 6 at a time, so it should be enough to get me back down to the cove tree where I can continue work on building that thermal power generator, so I can use the place as a staging point to top up the power on the Cyclops while migrating to and from the surface and the lower zones. The problem is I have limited inventory space, and I'm pretty sure I don't actually have enough titanium. But that shouldn't be a huge issue, because I should be able to mine titanium down there. It's not exactly a rare resource. I've got the stuff, like aerogel for example, and magnetite, that I'm probably not going to be able to find or synthesize while I'm down there. A lack of titanium shouldn't really be a problem. Actually, getting back to the Cyclops shouldn't be too much of a problem, because I abandoned it at there it is, depth of about 350 meters, and I can easily do that with a sea glide. And there she is. And by the look of it, still intact. It's a bit dark in here. Right, so I'm still actually on the air from my rebreather mask until I get these power cells inserted. But that shouldn't be a problem. Lights haven't come back on. It is very dark in here. Where's the light? There it is. Huh. Okay, that's 3. Oh, oxygen production is back online. My oxygen mask just topped itself off. Alright, let's get the remaining 3 cells inserted. And then get ourselves underway. A number of you left the comment in the previous video that the reason my power cells drained as quickly as they did was because I was on silent running when I didn't need to be. And you all made very, very good points. As I rigged for silent running yet again. You see, the thing is, at the time I was playing this, I didn't know that silent running drained your power cells 5 times faster than not being on silent running. You see, I made the mistake of thinking about it logically. Why would it? Silent running is when you switch off all non-essential equipment in order to minimize your noise signature. So I assumed, because it's quite logical, that your batteries would last longer if you were on silent running, but that's not the case in Subnautica. Of course, I didn't find that out until far too late. So yeah, you can probably still expect to see me running on silent running when I absolutely don't really need to, even in this video, because at this point I still hadn't figured it out. I do know that using the sonar is a big drain on your power, but the thing is, sonar is just too useful to not use, particularly when you're trying to sneak past ghost leviathans and you can't afford to have your external lights running. And it's going to be a big help when I get further down than the 754 meters I'm currently cruising at. Oh, bugger. Looks like I caught the keel on something. Where the hell is the cove tree? You know, in many ways, it might have been a good idea to leave some kind of beacon at the location of my proposed thermal power station, because I don't actually know where I'm going. Oh shit. Oh well. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. And yes, this does technically count as me being lost, so you can tick that one off on your Subnautica bingo card. This is looking familiar, but I don't specifically remember which way I should be going. There's another skeleton down there. Is that it? Yes! Yay! There was never any doubt. I knew where I was going the whole time. Right. There's a big nasty in front of us, though. I don't know if he's seen us. I mean, I've got the lights off. And a lot of things down here they either home in on the noise that you're making or the light that you're generating. And I have the external lights off and I am on silent running. And we seem to have gotten past him without any problems. Right, so there's the cove tree. This is where ghost leviathans come from. Those are ghost leviathan eggs inside the tree. 49%. No problem. And there's the power station by the thermal vents, exactly where we left it. So, the plan for now. Power down the Cyclops. Get those power cells. Well, first we're going to have to actually build a thermal power generator. Finish construction of the power station, and then recharge all of the power cells that we've expended getting down here. Pretty sure I'm not going to have enough titanium to do that in one go, however. But I should be able to find some titanium down here. Anyway, first things first. Where's my base habitat builder? There it is. Right, we want a thermal power generator. There we go. Let's get it as close to the vents as I can. It generates more power based on how hot it is. Where the hell? Oh, there. Is that it? Is that as close as I can get it? Okay, it'll do. Using up my magnetite, my aerogel, and some titanium. This, of course, is why I brought the magnetite and the aerogel down here. Awesome. 54 degrees, power restored.
Power restored.
Now I need to stick a hatch in the side of the multi-purpose room so I can actually get in there. And then once we're inside, we're going to build a power cell charger. Maybe a battery charger as well. Right, let's have a look. Power cell charger. I need 2 titanium. Yep. Yeah, I was pretty sure I didn't have enough titanium to make everything that I needed. But that's not a massive problem. I can build a battery charger and then go hunting for more titanium. So we'll get that done. And then it's back to the Cyclops, into the prawn suit, and we're going titanium hunting. What's that? Lithium? Nice to have, but we don't need it. Nice if I can find a chunk of nickel down here, but concentrate, Jingles. You're looking for titanium. More lithium up ahead. Gel sacks everywhere. Deep shrooms. All useful stuff, but nothing that I actually need right now. Doesn't take long to find titanium down here that I can actually drill in the prawn suit. There we go. Nice big ass chunk of titanium in the roots of that, well, thing. So, mine myself some titanium, and then it's back to finish work on the power station. Remembering, of course, that any minerals that you drill with the prawn suit goes into the prawn suit storage and not your own inventory. Right, that should be more than enough. Let's get in there and build this power cell charger and then start the laborious process of recharging all of my power cells. Yeah, this is going to take some time. I hope you brought a book or a pack of cards. Actually, I've got an idea. No, I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. I do have a bunch of fully charged power cells, and while most of the power cells on board the Cyclops are drained, and I will need to recharge them, I've got enough to do a full swap of the Cyclops power bank, and still have a couple of spare cells. So, while we're charging up the 2 power cells in the power station, let's get all of these swapped out. That's 2 dead cells, 3 dead cells. I'm curious to see exactly how many power cells I went through getting down here. That's 4. 5. Looks like we made it down here with 1 power cell intact. It's still got a fairly decent charge. Okay. So here's the plan. Instead of sitting here charging up every single dead power cell I have, listening to the girl from Ipanema, and then exploring further, since I do have, let's see, how much power are we on? 82%. And I have a couple of spare fully charged cells. Let's, while we're charging up the 2 in the power station, let's go and explore further. I mean, I shouldn't have to take the Cyclops too far in order to find the way further down. And at that point, I can park the Cyclops, make sure I turn everything off this time, and go further in the prawn suit. Prawn suit has its own 2 power cells that last forever. And I should easily, once I've explored in the prawn suit and hopefully found some kyanite, which, you know, is the whole reason I'm down here in the first place, get back to the Cyclops, get the Cyclops back up to the power station, and then charge all of my dead power cells. And even if I screw it up and drain the power before I get there, I don't have that far to go. I can do it in the Sea Glide if I need to take the power cells back, recharge them, and get back to the Cyclops and get it up and running again. So that's the plan. And I seem to have found a way down. What's my power? 61%. Yeah, that's fine. So, we're looking for a spot at or around a depth of 12 to 1300 meters, as I can't go any lower in this thing, or the prawn suit for that matter, where I can park the Cyclops, get out in the prawn suit and go looking for kyanite. And... yep. Wait, did I just hit something? No, we're free. I'm seeing that telltale red glow, which indicates the presence of lava. Now the prawn suit can survive the heat at this kind of depth, as long as you don't actually go walking in lava. The prawn suit is fine. Okay, we're 1086 meters down. I'm going to park the Cyclops here. Yep, prawn suit storage is clear. I'm going to dump all non-essential kit in this storage locker. I'll take some first aid kits though and dump the rest of that titanium. Got some spare power cells just in case of unforeseen difficulties in the prawn suit, but I shouldn't need them. And we're down. And I'm looking for blue crystals. Well, at least, you know, it occurs to me I don't actually know what kyanite looks like. I mean, its icon, when you pull up a schematic that requires kyanite, like the Cyclops thermal power module, for example, the kyanite is a blue crystal, but it occurs to me I don't actually know what kyanite looks like. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, what do we have down here? Copper? Yeah. Titanium? Yeah. Lots of deep shrooms. Yeah, I keep getting distracted by the various different waypoint markers because they appear in my heads-up display and they're blue. And I'm thinking, oh, no, it's not kyanite. It's just a waypoint. .1 kilometers down. I think I may have to go a bit deeper. What is that on the Cyclops? Ah, crap, I have to get rid of those. Those are larvae, which is a bit of a mouthful. They're kind of like the Minox that attach themselves to the hull of the Millennium Falcon in The Empire Strikes Back and chewed on the power cables. Yeah, these little buggers suck power out of whatever it is they're attached to. So, inventory full. Why am I harvesting creep vine samples from these things? What the hell's that all about? But yeah, they're a problem because they suck power out of whatever it is they're attached to. And as you've probably gathered by now, running out of power has been a bit of a problem for me down here. Anyway, let's go a little deeper. But only a little deeper because we're approaching 1200 meters and I can only take this thing down to 1300. Still not seeing any, well, anything that looks like it might be kyanite. It's pretty hot down here, 51 degrees. Well, it's not that hot. The thermal power plant, a couple of hundred meters further up, that's sitting next to a steam vent that's got temperatures as high as 54 degrees. And it gets hotter than that the closer you get to the steam vent. I mean, I can survive these kind of temperatures in just the reinforced diving suit. I don't need the prawn suit. But I haven't seen anything up here, so we're gonna go a little lower. We're now passing 1200 meters. I have never been this deep before. And I need to be very, very careful. Because this thing is going to pop like a tin can if I take it below 1300. Still not seeing anything that looks like it might be kyanite though. How much deeper can I risk it? Is that a depth of 1300 down there? I think it might not be. Let's see. So we can make it at this ledge at least. 1230, 1240. Yeah, we're good. I need to be real careful I don't trip off any ledges though. We've got 70 meters to play with. I think we can risk going a little lower. Nothing down there. 471 meters from the Cyclops. Let's see what's up here. Using the grappling arm. Oh, crap. It's too far away. Jump jets. There we go. Oh, come on. There simply has to be some kyanite down here. I know it forms at high temperatures. And, well, there's lava everywhere. And it has to exist. Oh, hello, what's that? There's a snurgly down there. But kyanite has to exist. Well, it doesn't have to exist at depths of 1,300 meters or less. It doesn't have to exist at depths that I can actually access in the prawn suit. But if it doesn't, then it has to... I mean, I can go deeper than this, just using the sea glide. But there's a warper over there as well. But I can't drill kyanite at depths below 1,300 meters. I have to have the prawn suit. And I can't go below 1,300 meters in the prawn suit without kyanite, because the depth module that allows me to go to 1,700 meters requires kyanite. So there has to be some kyanite just lying around in chunks that I can pick up with... Wait a minute. There. Oh, yes, baby. That has to be it. 1,250 meters down. 50 meters away from my crush depth, but there's a snurgly over there. I'm guessing it's probably not friendly. Let's get the drill arm out. Scare it off. It's got a friend. A couple of lava around as well. Some silver. Well, it'd be useful to have, but screw the silver. This is what we're here for. That is a lot of kyanite, and we're taking it all. With this, I can make all kinds of good stuff. Not just the depth modules for the prawn suit and the Cyclops, but also the thermal power generator for the Cyclops. I've read up a little bit on how it works. With that module installed on the Cyclops, anytime you're anywhere where the temperature is higher than 35 degrees... What's making that noise? Nothing there. Anyway, yes. Anytime you're anywhere where the temperature is higher than 35 degrees, with that module installed on the Cyclops, it recharges the power cells. The hotter it gets, the more efficient and the more power recharge you get. So, I mean, down here it's 51 degrees, but this is only 1,241 meters down. Once I've added the two depth modules, I can take the Cyclops and the prawn suit down to 1,700 meters, and remember that alien facility, which I have to investigate, is at a depth of 1,400. And it's getting hotter the deeper I go. So hopefully, even if I am running on silent running and using the sonar, well, I don't know if I'm going to be power neutral with a thermal power module installed, but I'm definitely going to be draining the cells at a much, much slower rate. So getting that thing, the thermal power generator for the Cyclops, is going to be a huge step forward. And I have the plans for it, I just don't have the materials. Until now. Right. Last piece of kyanite mined. Any more down here? Still got 90% power for the prawn suit. 95% hull capacity. Big chunk of quartz there, which I don't really care about. Let's have a look, see what we can see. More titanium. Even more titanium. Some kind of ray up ahead. 1,236 meters. We're still good. Huge chunk of lead. What the hell is... Snurgly! Snurgly, attack! Kill it! Kill it! Where did it go? What the hell was it? Was it one of those? Oh, it's those things again. Alright, let's chase him off. Yeah, you're not so tough now, are you, pal? Those things can actually do a fair bit of damage to the prawn suit. I was at 95, it took me down to 83 hull integrity. Still, they don't like the drill arm much. Some more lava larvae swimming around. I don't want to get them attached to the hull. Maybe I should think about heading back. I don't know exactly how much kyanite I got. Oh, I see more. Yeah, gold. Oh, there's more there as well. Okay. We'll grab it since it's here. It doesn't look like as big a chunk. What's that? Nothing. Yeah, I think I lucked out with that first deposit. It was huge. Let's see how much we get from this one. Depth 1240 meters, 88% power. This is great news. From here, it shouldn't... Oh, fantastic. I've got a leech attached to the prawn suit. While we're drilling, we'll see how much power it drains. We're at 88%. Obviously I'm using power when I'm using the drill on. And I'm just using power by being in the prawn suit, but it doesn't seem to be drawing that much. Down to 87. He's an ugly bugger. Yeah, I think we're going to head back. From here... Oh, wow. Okay, well, alright, we'll stop. We'll make one more stop. Since it's on the way. And we'll take this stuff, since I don't seem to have topped up my storage yet. But with this stuff found, this is the last resource that I was missing. I've got supplies of everything else. With this stuff, it's now theoretically possible for me to complete the game. Because with this I can build the 2 depth modules that I need, and I can build that thermal power generator. So we're going to grab this stuff since it's on the way back, and then we're going to head back to the Cyclops. No doubt I'll have to scrape a bunch of parasites off the hull. Back up to the thermal power plant, recharge our cells, and then get busy. That was the plan anyway. But it wouldn't be me if we didn't hit upon a snag or two along the way. Yep, the Cyclops is covered in those parasites, all chewing on the power cables. But that's okay, because I switched everything off before I left the Cyclops. What's going on with the docking bay doors? And why are these parasites all attaching themselves to me? Well, the reason they're attaching themselves to me is because I am a source of power. And the Cyclops no longer is. So those little buggers have completely sucked it dry. And that's why the docking bay doors aren't opening either. There's no power to operate them. Try as I might, I just can't get the prawn suit docked back in the Cyclops. Prawn suit's down to 73% power as well. Those doors are just not opening. So I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, at least that hatch still works. And yep, we're on emergency power. Oxygen production's offline. Luckily, I came down here with a whole bunch of pre-charged power cells. So let's get these swapped out. Not going to need many. All I have to do is get the Cyclops back up to the power station. Which is just as well because I only have 3. Right, that's going to have to do. Oxygen production's back up. Now we need to get out there. Yeah, the hull's infested. Absolutely covered in these little buggers. So we're going to get out there, scrape them off, dock the Cyclops, and get back up to the power station. God, they're all over the prawn suit now. Yeah. Oi! You kids! Get off my lawn! There we go, now it works, he said, and then missed the docking bay. Well, what can I say? I'm crap. Let's back it up a little. There we go, that should do. Oh, come on. Yeah, there it is. Right. What sort of charge are we looking at? 48%. Yeah, 47%. Not even on silent running. That'll be enough though. We can get back up to the power plant. Ooh, I don't know, 46%? Wow. Then again, the hull is quite literally infested with these things. I probably really should have taken an extra minute just to scrape them all off before ascending. Down to 22%. Of course, the fact that I've turned silent running on isn't helping matters. I still haven't figured out that it increases my power drain by a factor of 5. And there's absolutely no reason for me to need the silent running. There were no, you know, Leviathan class nasties on this route. The only thing I have to worry about is these parasites. And I only picked them up when I got down to the lava zone. I should still make it back. I mean, there's the cove tree. There are the thermal vents, and my power plant is right there on the other side of the vents. But it's amazing how much of a power drain these little buggers impose on your ship. Anyway, we've made it. So, park the Cyclops, pull out all of my dead power cells, scrape those little bastards off the hull.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And then I'm going to be spending quite some time sitting in this room charging up all of those power cells again for our return to the surface, where I can finally get the upgrades constructed and applied to the Cyclops and the prawn suit that are going to allow me to actually finish this game and get the hell off this rock. All that to come in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.